Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Neo, and in this video you'll see me working on this really cute pastel floral set with some cool floral foils, transfer foils. It really reminded me of Easter, and I was like, damn, it's like about to be fall, but I really just wanted to play around with this vibe. So to get started on my practice hand, this is Melanie, my red iguana practice hand. It's actually the Evelyn one, but I call her Melanie because she's hella melanated. So I'm actually going in with a really pretty, it's not a soft white, like a milky white, but it's kind of in between an opaque white and a milky white. It's called Marshmallow from Sugar and Cream. It's so creamy. I love it so much. Sugar and Cream is one of my favorite acrylic brands. So yeah, I'm just applying that to this nail. I think this nail is going to be an ombre nail. So I'm applying more than halfway with the marshmallow white color, and then this is an iGel Dip Dap color, I think. Is it Dip Dap? And this is Honeydew. It's a really pretty soft, kind of mossy green. I'm just doing an ombre. And the thing with ombres is, one, for me to make sure that I'm maintaining my shape, so patting the side walls all the way down, because I find usually around that blend side, right where I'm blending, I get a bit of bulk, and then to work wet with that second color, or the color that you're blending into the first color. So the pinky nail was a 2-color ombre. I think this ring finger is going to be all yellow. I think this one actually might get a complete foil. So I'm going in, I believe this is another iGel color. I think it's Buttercup or Bumblebee. It's another iGel color. I'll definitely post all of the information down below, but this is a full nail in this color, and I just figured I'd put anything down here because it's going to get covered. And I'm building up a little bit, but I'm going to clear cap as usual just for shape. So on this third nail, I'm actually just going to do a solid white nail. I felt like I wanted it to have at least one solid white nail just because I really like this color. And we're just going to add a little bit of bling later. So this nail is entirely just white. So for the pinky nail, I figured I'd do something a little bit different. I've never tried this before, but I figured why not? So I'm gonna do some color blocking here and make like a weird straight smile line. I did it with my brush. I was like, I don't have time to like be carving out, you know, acrylic, but as you can see, I kind of built it and then thought, let me cover up the nail bed, because on this dark red iguana hand, the natural color nail tips look kind of crazy. So as you can see, I'm kind of carving with the tip of my brush, making just a sharp line, pressing it down, and just making sure that the yellow color stops really flat. And then I'm going to take a glitter from iGel. I think it's called Sun Blist, and it's really, really pretty. Really chunky holographic pieces, or actually before that, I'm spreading that same glitter on the green and white ombre nail before I clear cap. So that glitter that I'm using, I'm also going to do the color blocking on that pinky finger in a little bit. So on that pinky finger, I'm adding that glitter, and we're going to block again after it. So I just want this middle section to be the entire just glitter. So as you can see, I'm also patting it down and carving just to make sure that the glitter is sharp. And then that same honeydew color green will be the tip of the nail. I'm going to be adding foil to that green tip, so I just wanted to put some color underneath it. And now I'm going to clear cap all of the nails just to, I don't really have to build for structure and strength because it's just practice. But I would do this anyway if it was a client and I want to protect the design, in this case the ombre and the glitter, just because I'm gonna hand file after anyway and I don't want to shave off any of those glitter filings. So I'm clear capping all of these nails. All right, so I am filing on the red iguana hand. So I don't really like doing this while the tips are in the hand, but I figured I'd get it on video. I don't secure my tips down. I just stick them in the well and then add the tip that I'm actually going to work on. So these are not secure. So if you see me squeezing the crap out of the fingers, it's because if I don't, the tip will probably fly across the room. And I'm just using the Tammy Taylor Peel and Stick file to just hand file. I find that my acrylic application is pretty smooth on the top of the nail that I can get away with just hand filing. If I was working on someone, I would e-file just because I like to get around the cuticle and the sidewall areas anyway. But in this case, you see me running my finger over the nail just to make sure that I get everything smooth. And then just to refine the shape of the nail. So I'm gonna hand file each of these and then I'll get back when we get to the next step. and those are my dusty, nicely shaped nails. So I'm actually going in with some foil transfer glue. I think this is from iGel as well. And I'm adding a generous layer. So I've been struggling with nail foils, but I find what has been working for me is to add a lot of the glue. I feel like I was being like really scanty with the glue before, and I would miss so many pieces, or it wouldn't transfer right, or it would crease on me. And I find that the more glue that I use, I mean, it's not a huge amount as you can see, but it's a generous amount. The more glue I use, the more the transfer foil kind of sticks to the everywhere it needs to be. And on that pinky nail, I'm adding it only to where the green is on the nail. I'm going to cure that for a full minute, and then I'm going to be applying these really pretty angel transfer foils that I got off Amazon. So I was really wanting some transfer foils that had like cherubs and angels on them, and this one was cool because it had like gold dandelions as well. So that's where I got the color scheme from the foil. I was trying to, you know, get the vibe from the foil. So you see me, I'm rubbing the crap out of this finger, pressing it down if I see anything is missing, and I pretty much got a good transfer for the most part, but the test is on this yellow finger. So I added a good amount of foil. You see me placing it once it sticks, and then I run my finger down the middle because I don't want any creases there, and then I am just gonna go to town pressing the crap out of this. I brush my nail on it if I see any creases. I like literally press the creases out with my nail. I just go to town. So I mean, if this was a client, they'd probably look at me like, what is she doing? But I think it came out great. So just rub it like it's nobody's business, and most likely it'll come out good. And I feel like this came out pretty good. And boom, look, it came out basically perfect. So just rub these transfer foils really, really well. So what I wanted to do was incorporate some like gold striping tape. I got the striping tape as a free gift actually from the two guys. And I'm just using a tweezer to apply it. It comes in different sizes, like thicknesses. So I'm applying it around the color blocking that we did on the pinky nail, around the glitter. So I'm just adding 2 stripes there, and then I'm gonna add a stripe on the white nail going vertically. And now I'm preparing to add bling and just to secure the nails. The thing with these striping foils is that if you do not secure them either by clear capping or adding a good amount of top coat, they will like curl up, or the edges will be like free, and eventually they'll rip up out of the nail, which is super annoying. So on the white nail, I'm actually going to add some bling. So what I'm doing now on this green and white ombre is adding some nail gem glue. I think it's from the two guys, and then these nails were matte, so on top of the glue I'm gonna actually brush on some matte top coat also by the two guys, and then I'm gonna add some gems because I'm doing some 3D flowers again. So after making sure that the shape is maintained, I'm going to go ahead and, before curing the glue and the top coat, stick some gems in there. So I'm using these gold rhinestones that I got from Amazon in different sizes, and really tiny crystal AB stones. I think they're like SS4s. So I just wanted a mix of both the gold to tie in with the gold striping tape and some AB stones, because the glitter that I used, it looked really cool to have both colors on there. So on the finger with the full foil, I added some striping tape. I'm also adding some matte top coat straight away, and some gem glue, because I'm going to add some gems towards the tip in between the two stripes of tape. And on the white nail, added some gem glue and some matte top coat, because that's going to get some bling as well. And then just adding the bling with the wax pencil. Yeah. And here I'm just adding some gold and AB rhinestones, just randomly down the nail, keeping them aligned as best I can with the gold striping tape that we added. And then I'm going to add some bling to the floral foil nail as well, between the two strips of tape. So once I'm done adding the stones, I'm just going to cure all of the fingers for 2 minutes just to be sure, just because it's a matte top coat too. I find if you under cure matte, you kind of get like not a really true matte finish. And then on the finger with the glitter and the colored stones, I am doing 3D flowers. So I'm actually doing flowers in 3 different styles or 3 different colors. Some flowers are just going to be the pure yellow acrylic, like the one here on the tip. Some flowers are going to be all white with the marshmallow color, and some are going to be a blend of both. So you'll see me adding the flowers randomly. I just didn't want too many of one color in one area. And at first I thought I was just going to do all yellow flowers to kind of tie in with the foil. The foil has really beautiful yellow flowers, but I was like, it's looking a little yellow, and I was missing the white because you couldn't even really see the white in the ombre on this finger anyway. So I thought about adding some white flowers, and then I was like, let's do some white and yellow flowers. So how I did that was I would take a bead of the white, and while it's still wet, dip it in the yellow so that the bottom of the bead has the color in it. And then when you place the bead and press in to make the petal, you get a hint of that bottom color. So that's how I was able to get the flowers, and you can just watch along and see what's going on. I'm just doing it randomly and just filling in the space to, you know, make it look good. So here is a flower with the 2 colors. As you can see, the inside of that petal is yellow because I dipped it in the white first and then the yellow after. So that's how you get that hint of yellow in the white flowers. Here's another shot of me doing the white and yellow flower. If you saw that bead, it was yellow on the bottom and white on the top, and I'm just pressing it in. Same thing here, pressing it in. I just thought that these flowers looked really cool. They added a different sense of dimension, so they weren't just like solid color flowers. I suggest just doing that in general. If you're planning on doing a flower, just dip it into a slightly darker color just to give your flower some dimension. So I thought it was really cute on this set. And then because I was like, I need more flowers, but felt like there wasn't enough space to like separate the white and yellow from the actual yellow flowers, I was like, let's just do some really, really tiny white flowers. And I think it was cool because it kind of broke up both of those colors. So I'm doing like uber tiny petals for these really tiny stones, and they're all white with the marshmallow color. So that's pretty much it for this set. As you can see, here's a shot in like actual lighting. This set was really fun. It is very Easter, and we are going into fall, but I wanted to get this out last minute just because I saw the foil. And here's a shot of them in daylight. These are really pretty and simple. I love the gold stones. Part of me wish I used more of a rose gold stone, but you know, next time. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.